All right.
Hello, young
shit.
lady.
Hello. It's been a while.
Yeah?
We're back at it.
Let's hope we remember the
I was
voices.
gonna say.
So if
We're about to.
Sayori sounds like a dying old man, don't judge.
Bitch. So we agreed to help Natsuki with baking for the weekend. Sayori has been getting kind of depressed lately.
Yeah.
And drama's been heightening. But it's been a while.
Yeah.
So we're back at it, and
We had to take all the time off to process that.
And now the plan is, hopefully we can do this today, is just go through the whole thing. We're at a point, we're just at the, I wouldn't say the final stretch, but we're just gonna go to the end, or at least as far as we can.
Yeah?
So yeah, and now it's the weekend. We're home from school, and the
Sunday.
Sunday, the day is approached where we gotta go, or Natsuki's gotta come over and bake with us.
Yeah.
We're getting cold feet. We're getting nervous. There's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help.
Yeah. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us.
Oh. Meanwhile,
She's been texting me a lot.
Oh, shit.
We sent each other one after exchanging numbers to double check, but it turned into a conversation.
Oh.
She's almost a different person on the phone, using tons of emojis and cute language. She
That's a
goes
different
ooh
person?
a lot.
she goes, what?
Ooh.
Ooh, yeah, she would.
She uses
also-
the term a lot as well.
Jesus Christ. I might have to censor that, dude.
Yeah.
Tone it down.
Well, at least I didn't say the C word like I did in that one episode.
I would argue the N-word is worse than the C-word. Is at least endearing in, like, Australia or the UK. You cannot drop the N-bomb, my guy. You do not have the pass. Jesus Christ. She also really likes complaining about things.
I kind of saw that one coming. But putting Nut Silk aside...
Oh, here you go. Off to the side, just pick up.
she's small enough that
Yeah,
you could.
it could happen.
I haven't heard anything from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decide to visit Sayori before Nutsilk comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a bit of a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori?
Hi, bitch.
I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's been a silence between us.
A full 60 seconds. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you?
I guess you're right.
Is that the right voice? I can't remember.
I guess you're right.
Good enough.
It's been a long time.
It has been a long time.
Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she'd had for years now.
I missed that. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess.
That's because I end up cleaning it for you.
How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Natsuki today?
Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting.
Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the... I cannot read today.
Festival preparations,
About the festival preparations, right?
Man, last episode I was dyslexic.
I need to tilt it up just a little
This
bit.
episode,
There we
you're
go.
dyslexic.
I'm just a little dyslexica. Fuck.
Ah, that's true.
That is true.
But what about you? Aren't you going to help Monica today?
Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything.
So, it's just me and Nutsilk then. There's more signs between us.
Yep, indeed.
She stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, she smiles, shaking her head.
That's no good, bitch. You're no good.
Eh?
What? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Jesus.
Sayori!
Also, I decided to come over.
I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? You dumb bitch!
Oh my god.
I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. She gives me an empty smile.
You really put me in a trap, bitch. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time.
Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori?
You're really just gonna make me say it, aren't you, bitch? I guess I have no choice this time. Thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Yeah, no, that was right on the money.
No.
Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me.
I'm in shock.
Yeah,
I can't even figure out how to respond.
That's super real.
How is it possible Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori?
Eh?
Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend.
Okay, that's a dick thing to say.
Yeah. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I can do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you.
That's a little better.
That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me.
You don't understand at all, bitch. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me and skipping my lines. God damn. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. Feels nice sometimes, but also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why. That's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt.
Alright. Dang it!
You're right that I don't understand.
I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting. That's what I'll do.
No, bitch. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. Excuse me. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am.
By burping in my face.
Yeah, that would be so rude.
Tears streaked down her face.
Jeez. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one.
Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace.
Bitch.
Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please, never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Bitch.
She isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear.
No. Don't do this to me. Please don't do this, bitch.
She barely managed to speak without her sobs.
Between her sobs.
Between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away.
So it's not a promise you can make.
And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't.
Yeah, that's not cool.
Yeah.
Like, jeez. Jesus Christ. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return.
I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, bitch. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too.
She lets go. And she does so. I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun, right?
Yeah.
How'd you like me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise.
I think that would be nice then. You just said yeah.
She weeps her eyes.
She wipes her eyes.
Wipes her eyes.
She continues weeping.
I could spend the whole day with her. I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel?
No, don't! Please don't! If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you.
But it's almost time for Nutsilk to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, she shakes her head.
I'm sorry. I don't know if that'd be very good for me today. You understand, right?
Nah, it's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest.
It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Alright. I look forward to it.
Oh boy.
I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house.
Yeah.
You did.
Like, well, here's the thing. Definitely reach out to friends.
Mm-hmm.
More importantly, reach out to professionals. Reach out to people who can help. Like, because, yeah, when feelings are that complex and that is like textbook depression, when like or specifically of like a guilty depression of like I'm a burden to others, like, and it's better off if I'm like this, like. No, if you're experiencing anything remotely like that, like, get help. Like, it's not a cry of weakness. It's not a sign of defeat. It's something that people deal with.
Yeah.
So, reach out to friends and family for sure, but especially to like professionals and people who are trained to help you in that sense.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Nutsilk is about to come over, too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time. I spent only a few minutes back home, anxiously awaiting Nutsilk's arrival.
Wait, let me double check the time.
What?
It's only been 15 minutes. We're good.
What?
I'm just making sure we're not, like... Because this next one is going to be lengthy, too. So
Yeah.
I'm just making sure.
Okay. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I open the front door to let her in.
Oh, dang.
What?
She's cute.
Yeah.
You made a good choice.
Sup?
Soup?
Hey.
You want soup?
I didn't know what I was expecting, but seeing Nutsilk in something other than her school uniform totally threw me off. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally
not
unfitting in comparison. Geez, don't make it feel awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in.
Thanks for
I see you brought a lot of stuff. She's carrying a large bag that is probably full of baking supplies.
Yeah, it's a bunch of toys.
I borrowed Monica's and brought them over.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I didn't want to come all this way and find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job.
Fair enough.
You bought everything I asked you to, right? Yeah, I did. I'm responsible, you dumb bitch.
I'm a bitch. I got a cheese grater and like 30 wooden spoons. I think we're ready.
Yesterday she asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home. Good. Glad I could count on you to do your part.
Yeah.
Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear her suddenly say that rather than saying something snarky like she usually does.
It was kind of snarky.
Could it be that she's a little different outside of school after all? Anyway, let's get to the kitchen. What? You're not even gonna offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality, bitch?
First of all, my name is Daryl. Please stop calling me that.
Come on. Since when did I need to be a gentleman? I grab the bag she holds out to me. This is ridiculously heavy! I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed? I see now.
I see everything. This
Turns out she's just ripped.
What?
Yeah, I'm impressed, Nutsilk.
I'm impressed, Jim Bro Nutsuki.
It seems like I always underestimate you. It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk. She finally hits.
Finally?
Oh.
Finally! Finally, and just breaks ribs.
She hits a fist into my chest. Hey.
Hey.
Your size has nothing to do with it. Don't you really hate being
Don't you hate being so small?
Don't you really hate being small that much? Yeah. It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes it's like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people, especially better in bed.
Jeez, yeah.
Jeez, never mind. What are you even making me say?
Yeah, Iz, what are you making her say? Jesus Christ.
Don't think you can make me talk about weird things and just because we're not at school. Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that. Hey! Now are you treating me like a kid?
Now you are
treating me like a kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know?
I try to be nice.
And just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like Yuri doesn't mean you should treat me like...
Whoa.
She catches her words. Her face turns red. Natsuki. Forget it! I didn't say anything.
Uh-huh.
I should apologize.
I hit the stop button on my recording. I discreetly took my phone away into my pocket. Yeah, nothing.
I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are tons of guys who are into body types like yours.
Like me.
Yeah. How would you know that anyway? Just trust me on this one.
Listen up.
Just trust me on this one.
I'm an expert. An aficionado.
Gross! Hey. Was that to me? Who else?
To moi? Oh, what? The gall.
Man, I am a bitch. Let's just get started already.
I guess I am a bitch.
You get all sour when girls call you gross. I finally found your weakness, bitch. She smiles deviously.
And breaks a few more ribs.
Please spare my ribs. Give me a spare rib.
I was gonna say, my spare ribs.
Hold on,
I was saving those.
Let me grab my water real quick.
What the hell? Why is it a mile away?
Because I don't want to knock it over.
Does it have a lid on it?
Yeah.
Just keep it closed when it's by the computer.
Yeah,
You're good.
I don't trust myself.
Actually, yeah, you know what? Yeah, I have more trust in you than you do, which is not a good thing. Well, do you feel better?
Yeah!
Now they've gotten that out. Not like a mango on a fork. Well,
if Nutsilk decides to dish out more insults just like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back.
I break her ribs.
But just picks her up and bangs her.
Oh my god.
But she's
What'd you do to my neck?
What?
I mean ribs.
But she's satisfied enough for now. Finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started.
Get it started in here.
Let's get it started in here.
Hey. Before long, the whole kitchen's a mess.
Spoons, dirty bowls, flowers, spilled food.
Fluid? What spilled fluid?
Plastic bags are strewed about every countertop. The mixture isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we've had to do it several times. I just picture several
We've had
times.
to do it several times. Oh, you meant the boy band from Garbage?
Yeah.
I thought you were giggling because like we've had to do it several times on every countertop.
Meanwhile, Nutsilk is babysitting all of my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking.
Precious baking.
Bitch, where did you put the food coloring? The batter is going to go in the oven soon, and so I need you to fill the trays. I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for? To color the batter, of course.
What else would you color the
door,
batter
you
with?
dumb bitch.
What are you doing with that food coloring? Coloring the food. The fuck?
I'm making each tray a different color. Has each tray a different color of the rainbow? In the end, they just have like pride cupcakes.
Actually, yeah. They can do that.
Yeah.
You joke, but that's solid.
Yeah.
That's solid. That's smart thinking.
That way, even the flavors aren't different.
Even if the flavors.
Even if the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite. Huh. That's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing? Do you want to? You're asking me?
Me?
I don't really have a preference, so... Come on! You're not putting any heart into this at all.
My heart's in that
Can you
tray
at
over
least
there.
try to have fun? I am having fun. I'm not really sure what she's trying to get out of me.
Fun.
Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. That does look pretty good.
That doesn't look pretty cool. What the fuck?
See? It's not like baking is just about following the instructions. The presentation is where you get to be the creative and have yaga.
Well. Moving on.
It's a million times more worth it in the end if just looking at it makes everyone yeah.
Dude, you are struggling. Everyone's eyes lighten up.
Listen, the ones you made on the first...
Like the ones you made. Didn't even get the first word right. Listen, bitch. You're fucking up your lines.
Like the ones you made on the first day. Huh? I recall Nutsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcake. Cupcakes?
Plural, yeah.
Cupcakes.
What'd you call it?
Cupcakes.
Cupcakes? Okay.
Cupcakes, and Sayori
Cupcakes.
and Monika's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah. Maybe I will use food coloring then. Sounds like you're starting to understand.
You must master the food coloring before you can master the cakes. So you gotta eat them whole.
Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring. Yeah, it's getting there.
Yeah, it's getting there.
We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl of icing. The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying? Well, yeah. It's just take a little longer. Geez, I'll be here all night if you do that. Here, look. She grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back. You really need to beat the crap out of you, dumb bitch!
Whisking it like crazy.
After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already been improved.
Sure, you gotta whisk it like crazy.
Yeah. See? As if to emphasize, Natsuki still sticks a finger in...
in the icing, my guy. Jesus, we're not there yet. Icing first.
And pops it in her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same. Hey! She suddenly grabs my wrist. I don't want your gross fingers in my icing. Your icing, eh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger toward the bowl. Don't make me beat the crap out of you next. I'd like to see you try. I push harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop with my finger as Nutsilk tugs with all her might. Ha ha! The force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble in turn.
I don't know if that was triumphant or like you just stumbled.
Gross. You got it in my face.
What?
Whose fault is that? This big blob of icing on her cheek.
As you can see.
Yeah. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away.
Here, let me get it. I lick her face.
I just Scooby-Doo lick her face. Jeez.
Delicious. Jeez.
You know what?
Jesus, Scoob.
Take this.
She takes my heart.
She wipes
Right
off her
the
finger before shoving her finger toward my own face. You wish. I'm faster. Gotta run fast.
Gotta shit fast.
I grab her wrist with my hand before she reaches my face. She tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. Stop.
You can see my dragon fang.
Not until you apologize for calling me gross. Fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know I don't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know. Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that.
Mm-hmm.
Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either.
Oh boy.
I take Nexu's finger and put it in my mouth, licking the icing off. What? Did you just seriously just... She's so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me.
This was like a sibling argument
Her face
before.
is entirely red. Bitch, you really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls, unless you really like them. You know that, right?
No. What?
That kind of question... What kind of question is she asking me? Just like that? How did the mood turn so quickly? She gazes at me in silence.
Then she screams.
I notice her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy?
I pass out and land on her. What? Ow.
I was gonna do a joke about her big muffle, like, "Bitch, get off of me!"
No, but I choked on my hair and nearly broke my headphones, so that was something.
That was better. Out of nowhere, a fire alarm starts going off. Oh, she rushes over to the oven.
Oh, saved by the alarm.
Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. No wonder. You left a dirty tray in there, dummy.
There's a bunch of crisp dino nuggets on a tray. No!
My nuggets!
My nuggets! I fart out of rage. Jesus. Oh, man.
How could you make a mistake like that? You should have checked before turning the oven on.
You should have checked before turning on my oven. God,
Yeah.
God, you're so careless.
Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez. She uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven.
I cry, seeing charred dinosaurs fall into the trash.
She sets it on top of the stove. Another moment, the fire alarm stops. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now. Yeah. The tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads. But the moment has already been lost.
Oh.
I watch as Nutsilk slides the cupcake trays into the oven. Then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue the icing, like nothing ever happened. Ah, that smells good. The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven.
They smell just a tad like nugget, but it's okay. It's just a little bit.
They smell, taste, and look like chicken nuggets.
That's suspicious. Let's bring these cupcakes to the class.
As soon as Nutsilk opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room.
I feel dizzy and pass out again.
Look at how cute they all look. Almost as cute as me. She
They were gonna
probably
say almost as cute
shows
as you.
off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They'll look even better once we add the icing. Not like you need to tell me that.
Not like you, huh?
I brought decorating stuff, so I hope you can you can
Get
get
creative. What's your favorite idea?
I thought of the same thing. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. She hands me some plastic bags. I have those nozzles that will make it look nice and fluffy. I don't know why I went a little bit. The way I said fluffy was like the number 15. Make it look nice and fluffy.
Make the 15 cupcakes look fluffy. Ooh,
This
look,
one can even
can
make flowers. We probably won't be using.
No.
We probably won't be using it this time though.
Chills, get out. Okay, fine.
What's this one for? I pick up the nozzle that has a much thinner tip than the others.
It's okay if it has a thin tip. It's okay.
That one's really thin, so you can't use it to make you can use it to make stripes or patterns. But you can also use it to write stuff on the cake. Like happy birthday or whatever.
Or whatever the hell you call it.
Ah, I see. That gives me an idea actually. Well, it's a literature event, right? We could make it more literature themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It would be fun to see people choose the cupcake based on the word they like. I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid, but that's actually a really cute idea, so...
I laugh in her face.
Maybe I'm getting it from you. What's that supposed to mean?
Your cuteness is contagious and I'm way infected.
I'm not cute. Come on. We're not at school. Nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute.
Oh, shit.
Oh, well, her voice trails off. Same with you.
Oh.
Huh? Did you just say something? No, nothing. Let's just do the icing.
It sounded like you wanted to take this upstairs, but that might
It
just
sounded
be
like
me.
you wanted to come over and do Netflix and chill.
Oh, I don't have Netflix, but I know how to chill.
Okay, let's move on. I've already read this.
Do it again.
Let's just do the icing. She picks up the pace and fastens the nozzle onto each of the bags. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Without giving me a chance to think about before, she quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, then we each get to work. When we're finally finished, she puts them all side by side to admire our work.
We've been almost 40 minutes. I'm actually gonna stop recording.
No.
Don't worry.
No. We'll be right back.